Hi everyone. Today I have a little bit extra to share with you about some tips and tricks to help you with the roll up or any exercise where you have to kind of roll from supine, which is laying on your back, all the way up. And this can be really tricky and we can kind of almost have it, but maybe the last third of it is eluding us or getting really hard. So I've got a little bit more in my tool bag to show you. If you have a magic circle, we'll use that later. If you don't, you can find one on Amazon or ask me for a link. It'll probably be down below this video. So I'm going to put the magic circle off to the side for a minute. And then the other thing that you can use, which we'll start with first, would be like a soft cushion. It could be round, cylindrical like this, like a roll. This is a lumbar cushion. Or what people most tend to have in their house is just a good old bath towel. So I want a nice thick bath towel like this. You can just fold it in half and then roll it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with what we think of as kind of that typical getting ready for a roll up with the knees bent. So we won't start with straight legs first. This is kind of like the half roll up. Now the trick with this is that the closer the roll is, then of course the less you have to roll down. So start with it fairly close to your back. You can see that there's only a few inches there. And then have your hands out. You're going to roll down until your back just starts to get some pressure into that towel roll, and then bring yourself forward. Good. And if it helps, you can lift your feet and just push into your knees and come forward. Good. And we'll do one more of those. Take it back, come forward. Now try it with the legs straight. So now you're going to go back, keep the chin down, come forward. And if you need a bar or a towel here, then do that too, and come forward. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this roll a little bit further back. So taking it back increases the challenge. It helps us to get into the muscles that are in that last 1/3 or that first 1/3 when we're coming off of the mat and we want to throw ourselves. So again, if you want to bend the knees here, you can. Heels are going to stay really strong. And then you're going to pull yourself forward. Now you can just barely inch this roll forward. Just adjust it as you can. You want it to be so you can do it, but it's still hard. So you're going to go back and come forward. Good. And you can see how it's getting a little bit more challenging. We're kind of getting into that rougher spot there. Good. I'll do one more. I've lengthened my legs now. And come forward. And you can adjust this towel wherever you want. You'll know where it needs to be. You want it to be that challenge point, but not so challenging you can't make it. Now I'm going to take this out a little bit further. That might not be a good distance for you, but try it. Again, you can flex the feet and get the heels bent, knees bent, everything like this, or you can do just straight. So you're going to go down. It's going to hit about the shoulder blades. And now we're going to come forward. And we're going to start to use those upper ab muscles at this point. So it's not just the lower, but it's the upper working together with it. Good. I'm going to straighten the legs now. I'm going to bring it back. Keep those eyes on your toes as you go forward. Even if I'm not, I'm demoing. And bring it forward. You can feel that tremor of truth starting to happen. Now, if I want to get more challenge, then I take it out. Good. I'll leave my legs long on this. So now I would go further out. And here I would start to really feel like I have to pull in. Now, you can keep doing that, but if you want to really work that area, you can just go up and down from this area a couple times. 3 and 2 and 1. Now you got to come back up and come up. So moving this roll backwards or forwards can help you get into those spots that maybe are really challenging to get without that. It gives you a little bit of support and it really hones in on the area that needs that help. So when it's closer to your bum, it's going to be easier. When it's further away, it's going to be harder. All right, so now let's try that with the magic circle. So we're going to have our legs bent for this, and then I'll show you what happens as we progress. So now our knees are kind of bent. If you have the circle, you're going to have your feet as flat as they can be. Knees are loosely bent. They're not super bent. So from here, just start with your hands rolling down your thighs, and then make sure that your knees are or your feet are at a good place. And then from here, grab onto the thighs, curl the head and shoulders up, and then let your hands come up your thighs. Squeeze that circle to bring you forward. So from here, you're going to go down And then to come up, remember, we're going to squeeze the circle. That's going to get right into those areas and make those legs help us come forward. We'll do 2 more of those. We'll come down, let the circle go a little bit, and then squeeze, inhale, and then exhale to come up. Remember that exhale coming forward always helps. Inhaling to go back, release it, and then exhale and squeeze it to come up. Now, the other thing that you can do if you're feeling really adventurous and you feel like you want to get it a little bit more is you can take this circle so that the curved end of the pad is right there kind of cupping your heel. And you're going to lay yourself down. This is when you're a little bit stronger and you're getting the hang of it, but maybe a little bit more support would be helpful. So now you're going to flex those feet to whatever feels good, and you're going to squeeze those inner thighs in, right, using that circle. So let it go for a minute, and then squeeze, take that inhale, exhale, squeeze the legs, and use that squeeze to help you come forward. Okay, you won't need as much squeeze as you go down until you get to about here, and then you might want to squeeze again, right? So inhale here, and then squeeze the legs to help you roll it forward. It pulls right into that center. Let the squeeze go on the legs a little bit until you get to that low hard part, and then squeeze the legs again and bring it down. All right, I'm going to come up one more time. Inhale, and then squeeze, staring at my toes to come forward. Good, and then let it go. So those are a few extra helps that you can do to help yourself. Another thing that you can do as you're working with the roll or anything else like that is if you can find a really strong piece of furniture that you can tuck your toes under. I'll just demonstrate. Like if this is your sofa and you can tuck your toes under the sofa, right? And you can kind of pull up against that, and you can lengthen your legs or get as far away as you want to from it. Sometimes having that something to pull your toes into as you come forward can help you start to activate those muscles. It's hard to tell which ones it is. It can be the hamstrings, it can be the lower abs, it can be the upper abs. There's so many different parts that need to work on this that, and they need to work together well and have good timing, that it can just take a while for that timing and that synchronicity and integration to happen. Just keep practicing. You're gonna get it. I'm positive you will, but be persistent and be stubborn about it and use whatever tools you need to make that happen. All right, great work. And those are helps for the roll up.